My journey into art. I feel like I've been sort of drawn to it for as long as I can remember. You know, my parents were always super supportive. I think my first sort of venture in art was at 6 years old. I was copying Scooby-Doo comics. And yeah, I always, I would go back and forth for a while, but I always knew that it was the main thing that I wanted to pursue. I would describe my work as like esoteric, surreal, figurative art. I work big, I work in oils. I like to take up a lot of space with the work. A lot of it is focused on themes like femininity, dreamscapes, sort of the unconscious. The color is very much based on my mood in the time that I paint it. I feel right now I'm in a kind of a blue period at the moment. I've been really drawn to a lot of phthalo blues and some purples. And I feel like those are sort of symbolically rich because they sort of represent, that deep dive into a more like spiritual, unconscious space, which is what I feel like I'm sort of in right now and what I'm trying to explore. But I also love the natural, more muted color palettes for when I'm feeling a bit more connected to the space around me. So it swings back and forth. When people look at my pieces, they're not going to see a typical feminine body. They're going to be a little bit awkward, they're going to be a little ugly, they're going to be a little weird looking. And, I think for me that speaks to, the fact that us as women, we are typically portrayed as objects of desire. But we're more than that, and I think deep down it could be hard for us to see that reflected in our work. So I kind of hope to capture moments where someone might not feel beautiful. They might feel a little bit more real and a little bit more wild. I like depicting the feminine body almost as a creature versus an object to be reflected. The one thing I really want to stress about my art is I find there's sort of an inadequacy of language, and there's some things that can only be expressed symbolically, and that's what I hope to touch on. My least favorite question that I always get from folks is, what does this painting mean? I really want them to interpret my work almost like they are interpreting a tarot card reading. A lot of the imagery that I paint is solely unconscious imagery, which is, of course, very specific to me, but when I'm bringing it out into the world and into a painting and into a gallery, I don't really want it to speak about me in particular. I want it to resonate with people on an individual level. And, one of the things I say is that I want my work to sort of be a puzzle for the viewer to figure out. There's a lot of different symbols and sometimes a lot of clashing symbols. And I think those speak to people in ways that I never would have even guessed. But yeah, it sort of brings us together into a sort of collective consciousness space.